Morning all. Sun is in my face. I'm not gonna put my shades on. It's a bit early. Sorry, good morning is the first thing I should say. Monday, 7th of April. I'm in Kiel camping site. What a mad day I had yesterday. What a brilliant day I had yesterday. I went for a very long spin. This wasn't my final destination. I was going to sleep up in Down Patrick's Head last night, but nah, it didn't particularly fancy. So hour and a half from Down Patrick to here, I said, okay, go home for 3 hours, and I'm in my own bed, which would have been fine anyway. But I had the van packed up. The plan is to get out and use the van. So I'd have kicked myself if I went home, really. So I googled it, and it's only an hour and a half to here. So originally I was going to park up on the beach, which maybe I'll do some other day as well. And then I said, you know what, I want a nice sleep, I want it to be secure, I want to plug the van into the electricity, which is plugged in there, so everything is charged up. Oh, most important, hang on a second, Jesus, I'm nearly forgetting. Coffee. Oh Jesus, that's good. There's my little kettle. So once I plugged into electricity, there's two 13 amp sockets in the van, so I could run the air fryer and the kettle. Now I didn't bring breakfast because, well, it wasn't my plan. I'll pick up an old breakfast roll or something in the shop later on. So this is what I'm waking up to. I don't know whether you can hear it or not. That's the sea crashing off there in the distance. I'm going to go down there and have a look. I can't remember the name of the mountains. I'll stick it on this later on. But above those caravans there's cliffs. I'll stick a wee bit of text on this just to say where they are. So the campsite's empty, which should be fine. So just a quick scope. Somewhere up there last night I went for a beer, went for a walk. This is my view. The sun's gonna hit this now in a second, so we mightn't see an awful lot, but that's what I'm waking up to. There was a hare, as in rabbit, hare, feet, big ears, outside the van this morning. I couldn't get the camera quick enough to catch him. The minute you heard me waking up, he legged it. Probably thought I was gonna cook him. So yes, that's my view for the day, or for the morning. I'm going to sit down now, take my time. I'm in absolutely no panic to do whatever. I'm going to go through the photographs I took yesterday. I'm going to throw them onto the phone, stick them up on Facebook, social media, Snapchat, whatever else is out there, and have a look at them. Then I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going down the beach. I might leave the van here, go for a walk down the beach, maybe get the drone up because it's fairly calm. There's a nice little mist actually on the water there as well, so I might get some nice photographs. Anyway, that's me waffling. One more time. Coffee. Oh, very easily pleased. Once I have my coffee in the morning, I'm happy. On that note, chat to you in a wee bit. Cheers and thanks. Morning again. It is now 9:45. I had a walk along the beach, checked out from the campsite. Nice campsite, very quiet, but yeah, it does the job. I think the fact that you're parked up, you feel secure, it does make a bit of a difference. Yes, you have toilets and showers there as well. Make use of them. Deadly. I was able to boil the kettle and have my coffee. 1 second there now. Oh yeah. And I just stopped in the local shop and I got a roll with a couple of sausages. I have time to dick, so I'm not in any hurry to go home. The sun is splitting the rocks. It says 9:45. This particular drive now, I've got the other DJI camera on the windscreen and I have it facing, so I'm going to use a bit of that for forward footage or whatever you might call it. What I'm driving towards now, hopefully, I don't know whether that camera is going to do any justice, but I swear I was in Lanzarote. It's white buildings, a big long road straight ahead of me, and huge mountains in front. There's not a cloud in the sky. The times that myself and herself went to Lanzarote, we'd hire a car or a jeep or whatever we might hire up and feck off for a couple of hours of a drive. It's a small island, you drive around in a couple of hours, but this is exactly the same scenery. I'm not messing. If I got photographs from Lanzarote, and these photographs I'm going to get today, I swear it's the same place. So no 4 hours on an airplane, 3 hours in a car. I know, yeah, there's a bit of a difference, although I'm still in shorts and a t-shirt. So as I said, I'm going to take my time, check out what's around me. What I didn't get to see last time here was the old famine village. It's not too far. I head back into Kiel, and just before the entrance to the campsite I'll swing a left. It's a road that will do a loop and bring me back to the main road anyway. So I've never done it before, so I'm going to do it today. So I'm heading to Keam. I know it's only up the road, so why not? I'm here. I might as well do it now. Get another few photographs. I only took the bones of 250 photographs yesterday, so a bit slow for me. Not a great amount. I'll make up for that today. Don't mind me, I'm just looking around me here and checking out the old few local pubs and a few bits and pieces. The pub I was in last night, my knees are shy. They're fucked. So I crippled. I walked up the road, got to the pub, sweating buckets, knees were killing me. I had 1 pint and they were shutting up shop. There was a pub next door. They were gearing everybody into that, but I said, you know what, I had me 1 pint. I was happy. I went back to the camper. I had 1 more can of beer, a sandwich, a packet of crisps and a bar of chocolate. So happy days. I had a great night's sleep, as I said, because I felt secure. So the other camera is now still taping the road I'm driving on now. This is a cool road. This goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then down into Keam itself. So yeah, right, I'm going to shut up now because I'm talking shite, and I'll give you a shout when I get to Keam. Have me breakfast, have me coffee. I don't know whether it's worth getting the drone up, but sure, we'll have a look. Chat to you then. Thank you.